Good morning, champion. This is your wake-up call. Hi, I'm Skip J. Williams. Today's message is be yourself. As you start your day today, ask yourself one specific question, and that question is, who am I? You may be like, Skip, that's a stupid question. No, it's not a stupid question. It's a well-needed question, meaning you need to start asking yourself on a daily basis, who am I? You may think it's stupid because you're like, Skip, but I already know my name. Skip, I already know how I look. Skip, I already know my address in life. I know all of this. I know where I live. I know how I look. I know who I am, Skip. No, it's not about that part. It's about understanding who you are as a person. Because a lot of times we go through life trying to be like everyone else. You heard me. We're trying to be like everyone else. Meaning I have to dress this way because that's how they're dressing. I have to speak this way because that's how they're speaking. I have to go to that place because that's where everybody is at. You see, you're trying to be like everyone else, but you forget to be yourself on a daily basis. How many times do you go through life saying, well, I have to go to this place right here because that's where everybody's going to be at today? We've all been in that situation before. But the key thing to that is if you're always trying to be like everyone else, think about it like this. If you're always trying to be like everyone else, will you really be happy? Good question. Will you be like everyone else? When you try to be like everyone else, that's not going to guarantee your happiness. Think about it. If you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, that doesn't mean you're going to keep up with them. If you try to keep up with the Smith, that doesn't mean you're happy. If you go to that particular location, that doesn't make you happy. In other words, you're trying to be like everyone else except for yourself. How many people do you know that go through life trying to be like everyone else and sad? Think about that question. How many people do you know that go through life trying to be like everyone else? I have to do this because that's what they're doing. I got to go here because that's where they're at. I got to say this because that's what I'm supposed to say. And they're sad. Think about that question. How many unique people do you see out in the world, meaning just being themselves? You see, a lot of times we're trying to be like everybody else, but we forget to be ourselves. Be authentic. That's all I'm asking you to do today. Just be authentic, meaning be yourself, be original, because you are a unique person. And that's something you need to remember on a daily basis. Start telling yourself, I am unique. You see, when you start to being yourself, truly being yourself, you can't get that wrong. Think about what I just said. When you strive to be your best self on a daily basis, you can't get that wrong. Because if you're always trying to be like everyone else, you may get that wrong. Why? Because you're like, well, that's what that person did. I'm going to do that. And then you get it wrong. You go try to be like that person again. It's like, well, I'm not feeling good today because you're trying to be like that particular person. Stop trying to be like everyone else and start trying to be your best self. You heard me. Be yourself today. Start today giving your best effort. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to dress on a certain way. Don't be afraid to just be yourself. Be authentic. Why? Because you have uniqueness inside of you, which makes you a unique person. Be proud of that part of it. Tell yourself, say, you know what? I am a unique person. And nobody can take that away from me because that's what separates you from everyone else, your own uniqueness. We all have it. That's what they call that swagger. You have your own unique swagger. You have your own uniqueness. That's who makes you who you are. Your swagger makes you who you are. Your uniqueness makes you who you are. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, that's your own uniqueness. Be proud of that. Step up your game and be the best you that you can be today. But most of all, just be yourself today. Stop trying to be like everyone else. And be your best self today. Until tomorrow, this is Skip J. Williams saying, have an outstanding day.